What is going on, everyone? My name is Northy, and today I've got the very long-awaited Teamcoach album update. The amount of questions I always get, like not even a month after uploading the first one, is when is the album update coming out? Because you guys want to see where I'm up to, and I've got all 4 of my main albums in here to show you what I have got. It is a exciting time for sure. I've been super keen on making sure everything is updated and ready to go. I told you plenty of times I wanted to complete a collection before I showed it off to you, and I've done that. So we are going to be doing the album update today, but of course, because this video I know, as per usual, is gonna go absolutely ballistic. These videos always do, and I'd love to see some support from you guys as much as I can. Hit the subscribe button if you are new here and enjoy what you see. I'm doing a bunch of trades as well through my Discord, through email, through Instagram. All of those are in the description of this video, so absolutely feel free to hit me up if you want to add to this collection. See some of your cards in here too. Would be awesome to see that as well. But there are plenty of things to look at in here, and I am very, very excited to see just what you guys are expecting and the, I guess, reaction to it all, because I've been working hard and there's plenty more work to be done. So very exciting for sure. Again, leave a like though. Everything is always very much appreciated, but I will stop waffling now. I know you guys want to see it already. Let's get into this massive album update. Alright, so here we go. This is basically a massive view of what I usually have. Usually, oh, you can see my hat kind of getting in the way there. I'll try and, I'll take it off for you boys. There you go, you get without the hat. So hopefully my annoying head doesn't get in the way of this video. But this is where I do all of my stuff. I've got my mouse usually here, but we'll put that out of the way. Usually you only see about this much of the screen, but now you're getting a bit more. You can see a few top loaders over here. I've got a pile of Scanlan's cards over here. These are all the doubles I have. I'm not going to show how big that pile gets, but it is a little big. We've got a lot everywhere though. You can even see in the bottom right here, I've been organizing my prize cards. You can see there's a fair few prize cards there that I've been collecting and trying to see how many I can get before the season ends. But this is the first album. This is what we've got to start, and it is the commons and silvers. I may actually be better off putting this away here. For the most part, you can see just the annoying light at the top here. These are all my commons, and then as we flip it over, you can see all the silvers in the back here. I'll try and make it a bit more visible for anything that's important, but the good thing about this collection is that everything has been completed. You can see this card here, Sam DeConing. I mentioned it in yesterday's video. Probably the hardest silver out of them all. He was probably the last one I could get to collect. Finally got him, and that completed my collection for both commons and silvers. But you can see commons on this side, and then as you flip it over, so this is Dan Houston here, flip it over, Dan Houston there. It's pretty easy to look at. It's just a little backwards when you look at it on this side, but this, I can tell you right now, is every single common and every single silver for Teamcoach 2024, and it's great. I love it. Very happy indeed. I love all the cards that I have in my collection, and it's good that I don't have to worry about these anymore. A lot less stressful, and you know, lets me focus on collecting the inserts, and I'm really enjoying collecting the inserts at the moment. I've just been going through it all at the moment. It really has been just slowly but surely collecting and ticking off as many boxes as I can. This is just now one completed book, really, is all it is. So that's the end of the forwards. You can see here, this is where we get to the ruckman. Not many ruckman. You can see the final 2 on the back here, and I don't know what I'm going to do with these last pages. I kind of feel like I want to do something, but there's about 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. 45 in total, so I guess that's enough for prize cards if I really wanted to, but I feel like prize cards are better off in some other way, being shown off with other more exciting inserts, so I'm going to try and figure out a way to fill out the rest of this. But that is the silvers and commons. I haven't got it in any particular order, so this one is going to be, this is my star powers, this is my, I think this is also my odd boards. I've got some fantasy in here, I've got a whole lot in here, so this is many different inserts, but you can see I've got a little bit of a rhythm going. You can see there's silver star powers here, different silver star powers, but there's also team star powers. So what I'm doing is I'm getting as many silvers as I can, and then behind them, once I collect the team star power, I put the silver star power looking backwards. And the hope is, eventually, I'll have all the silver star powers. I can just put it at the front, and then every team star power I get, I just flip them out and put them to the back. The idea of collecting every single silver star, team star power is a bit far-fetched. I don't imagine I'd do that, but it would be awesome if I do. You can see though, I've got some pretty difficult ones. I got this Nick Dacos. I got that earlier in the year, maybe a month or two ago. Tom DeConing is very recent. There's plenty that actually have been opened up and have been shown off in video, in at least clips that I've got for future videos, but have kind of just magically shown up here, but they will be explained sooner rather than later. Some Nick Martins, Caleb Sarong, who I've had since pretty much day one, so lots of nice ones. You can see there's still a lot of empty slots. I am working on completing my star powers set, but a lot of team star powers in here too, which is always good fun. You can see Jeremy Cameron, very, very nice in there. Nat Fife. This is a nearly finished page, just missing one Frio, I believe, who is, it's not next gen, it would be it's not midfield ball either. Defensive dynamo, it's Hayden Young that I'm missing up here. I really need that Hayden Young card, but this is a completed page, and you can see nearly completed with team star powers too. Got the 4 silvers and the 5 team on the front there, so that's really, really cool. Happy with that for sure. It just looks really cool, the different colors, the different things being shown off, and there's also just a lot of like missing silver star powers as we flip it over, like missing a Lockie Whitfield. That code has been used, so if you can read it, which I don't know if you can, but if you can read it, it's not going to do anything, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then we move on to the next page. I've surprisingly got a lot of Hawthorn team star powers. I've even got a double up of Jai, which I just traded off before, so nice indeed. I picked up Christian Petrarca and pulled him in a pack right as he got injured, so unlucky, really unlucky timing there, but just missing the 1 silver. Then we've also got ourselves a whole bunch of North Melbourne ones. I've got all the North Melbourne silvers. I've got multiple North Melbourne silvers, but you can see got all of those guys. I got George Wardlaw as well, which is great, but that's a completed silver star powers page. We move over here and we are missing just the 1 silver, it looks like. Maybe 1 more it could be. Nope, just the 1 silver star powers. But yeah, lots of them. Go through a whole bunch throughout the year, and it's just nice getting more and more and filling up the collection as it goes. I mentioned in yesterday's video a lot that the silver star powers are listed in my Excel spreadsheet, which I think I'm going to try and link in the description if I can. It would be very nice if I could, because then you guys can have a look at that and see which cards I'm missing, and then maybe reach out to me and see if you can do a trade with me. That'd be awesome. Would be more than happy to do that. But the final page here, got all the dogs ones, and yeah, then we finish up that and move to card crafts. Now, good thing about card crafts is I use them as soon as I get them. I use the code so that I don't have the potential chance of having them taken away from me, but you can see there are a lot of gaps and even some like really empty pages when we get to the card craft section. So you can see lots of missing pages here. Just the 2 Nick Dacos, we're missing Essendon and Frio. I can't remember the 2 for that one, but that's all right. Then we have some ones like this where we've got all the Gold Coast, 1 of GWS and 2 of Geelong. So we're only missing the 3 on this page, and then we move to this one, missing 4 here. 1 more for North. I just need the 3. I'll get that eventually, I'm more than certain. But again, this is all stuff that's been sorted out through my Excel spreadsheet that I am slowly ticking off. I seem to, for some reason, have a lot of number 1 Jack Sinclairs. He, for some reason, just keeps showing up for me. But we do have all the Zach Butters. Got all of his. That's very, very nice. So in case I pull his gold card craft, we're sorted. And then you can see this is the final page of the normal card crafts. Just the 1 for each team, as we then move on to Majestic. You can see just the 2 for this first page, so missing Brisbane, which I think is Lockie Neal, and Carlton, which is Paddy Cripps. I pulled the gold card craft Majestic of Paddy Cripps earlier in the year. Thank God I sold him off. I have made no progress on him since. It has literally been no progress, and I sold him for way over probably what he's worth right now. So happy days indeed. Very, very happy to have sold that one off when I did. Definitely one of my better decisions I've made in a while. We've got ourselves as well a fair few on this page. It's the same deal for it. We have completed the Took Miller. So if I do pull Took's gold card craft, happy days as well. Looking to try and also finish off the Jai Simpkins. Also 1 away from him, much like Nick Larkey. Gotten a fair few Dusties, which is always nice. Got a fair few of him. We move over here. Nearly done with both Lukey Parker and the Bond. Pulled a lot of these 2 for the Bond. These ones keep showing up, so hopefully we get the number 1 very, very soon. But we move on to the collection I'm currently trying to complete, and that is the Fantasy Ones. Now, you can see the first page only has the 3. We got Jordan Dawson up top, Noah Anderson, and Tom Green. You think not much progress, but then you move over to this page and we are only missing 1 from this page. I've made a lot of progress with my fantasy ones. I'm just about done with the second page. I just need number 11, which will be Melbourne. I think it's Petrarca, or it could be, I can't know for sure. I can actually tell if I look at it from one side. I'm spoiling a little bit of the collection, but we have a look here, and the fantasy ones is Clary. It was Clary, so I'm just missing him up here. And I think I've got the Carlton on the way, but by far the toughest one for this collection is going to be the Nick Dacos. For Collingwood on both ends. So you can see fantasy ones here, very, very good so far. Fantasy duos is going to be a tough one to finish. I definitely want to finish fantasy duos. This one's going to be tough. This Collingwood, I believe it's the Dacos boys, which would make sense. If I have a look here, we've got, no, it's Darcy Moore and Braden Maynard. That's all good. We've got those two that we've got to look out for. It's just Collingwood in general. They're always going to be tough to try and finish up. But the backman duo in Moore and Maynard, if I can pull them both, like, that'd be best case scenario. But the likelihood of that happening is very little. So I've just got to do what I can with the cards that I've got and trade as best as I can. But not as much progress in the duo side as we have had with the one side. But that's mainly just because I'm focusing with the ones first and then the duos after, because these are 1 in every 3. These are 1 in every 2, so they're a bit cheaper. I can work with that a bit better. But that is about it. Just the 2 on this page. Don't have North yet, so definitely on the lookout for that. But then we go to the one that this video basically was held up for. This is my best and fairest collection. I finally completed it. It wasn't as expensive as I thought, but it was more just about like finding the ones and getting the ones I actually needed. I found myself buying the ones that I had already traded for without realizing. You'd see silver's on the back, gold's on the front. Really, really nice layout. I really, really like it. I pulled a godly amount of Harry Sheezels. I've even pulled the Zach Butters I think you saw yesterday. There's just been a whole bunch that I keep pulling. And then I think Bont was the last one to finish it off. So that was a really cool collection to finish off. You can see no more pages, so I filled this one out very, very nicely. And it's nice to have a complete collection. Probably have this out on Instagram, this collection, by the time you see it. So definitely go give that a look when you have a chance, because it's a super cool collection, man. I really, really like the way the best and fairest look this year. Much better, I think, compared to the last few years. So yeah, good on your team, coach. These look amazing. I am going to move on to this collection because there is not as much in this book, but that is because it is a tough one to complete. It's the gold cards. Now, this one, much like the silver and commons collection, is going to be for just the one. I do have this also on my Excel spreadsheet, so this one, I'm always looking at it in case that there's some players that I can grab, but you can see it is still fairly empty. There's still a lot to try and get through. Just as a quick tip as well, if you guys have got some top teams and you're missing some players, have a look through your golds, because these codes on the back actually give you the players to use in top team. They don't give you the team, just the player. So say, for example, you don't have the Sydney one, but you want to use Errol Goulden. If you've got the Errol Goulden gold, then you can quickly type that code in and you will be able to use them in top team. So that's a nice little tip if you didn't know that already. But yeah, still very, very empty. You can see the midfield's there. There's a few pages that look kind of full. Like 4 here is not bad. That's pretty good. And then we go to like 2 here, 1 here, 2 here, 2 here. Like it's tough to complete. It's a very, very tough collection, and I'm gonna have to really put some work in if I want to finish it off. Jason did the canvas collection last year, and that was a grind, I'd imagine, for him. Just there's 200 cards to collect, and some people sell them as high as like $5 per card, and that's just ridiculous for a pretty plain looking card. But that's what happens when you go up in rarity. It's what happens when you're looking to complete collections. People will try and use that to their advantage. So it's all right. It comes with the hobby. But you can see here, lots of 4s, I think, is the highest. There's even an empty page right here. But, oh, man, there's just a lot to still go through with this one. This is why I wanted to go with this one next, because there's just not as much completed compared to the others. Again, we get to the rucks, though. I've got a fair few rucks, and that'll do it. This will be the last page. And then again, the same like the first one, there's going to be a few empties at the back that we've got to find a purpose for. Maybe captain's cards here, I'm not sure. captains, I definitely want to try and work out what to do with them. That'd be nice. But yeah, probably best case scenario, I'll be putting them back here. And now we are moving on to the final one. This one is probably going to be the most exciting by the end of the year. This is the one that I'm really, really keen for. This is my wildcard book. It doesn't look too exciting to start because Scanlan's actually at the front, but I have completed the Scanlan's collection. This was not hard to do. When there's one in every pack, it's not really that difficult at all. And there's only 72, I believe, 72 in total, 4 players each team. So yeah, it wasn't too difficult at all. I do want to see whether I can make the poster out of the Scanlan's cards. Definitely is possible because again, I've got so many spares. It'd be probably no worries at all. Yeah, I just flip through these and you'll be able to see I've got every single one, all like the faces and the players on the back too. Very, very nice. So if you haven't completed this collection, this is what it looks like in a book. It would look, I'd imagine, pretty cooler in a poster form, but nonetheless, this is how I've got it. Then we move on to oddballs. These are 1 in every 12. Thank God there's only 18 this year, and they're not as rare. They don't look all that fantastic, but it is another collection, and it is something that I'm looking to finish off. You can see you got the first page done, 1 through 9, and then I flip it over. One missing here. There is one. It's Richmond. I've mentioned it before. I think it's Shay. Yep, it's Shay. So that's the one I need last. I've got plenty of oddbods to trade if you guys do have the Shay. Yeah, again, Instagram, email, Discord. It's all very much appreciated. I would love to get in contact with you guys, but that is that one. And then this is where it gets exciting. We've got the wild cards. I'm always in love with the wild cards. You can see we've got a pretty blank page to start with just the Matt Rowell and the Josh Kelly to start this one. Obviously, plenty more to go. I have not put like any effort into this collection just yet. Whatever I've pulled, I've chucked in here. If they've been involved in some trades or some purchases, I'm like, awesome, can add that. That's really, really nice. So I'm very happy whenever I can pull one because just down the road, it's going to be a lot easier. And then after the Magics, we go to the Magic Wildcard Tributes, and you can have a look. Like, this is actually really impressive. Like, just right down the line, these are all pulled. I pulled the Carlton, pulled the Fremantle, pulled the GWS, pulled all of these ones, and just, it looks very nice in a row. And then we've also got the Essendon Magic Wildcard Tribute in there. And then if we flip it over, I'm doing this something similar here. We've got the Fremantle regular Magic Wildcard Tribute in here as well. So I'm doing something very similar to the Gold Best and Fairest, where the gold sit at the front. And so do the regular ones until I get the gold. So I can just flip them over. But we move on to the next one. Also have the Sydney Magic Wildcard Gold. Very, very nice as well. I think I've also got their regular one, but the good thing about this, I've also got the North Melbourne Magic Wildcard Tribute. So happy days indeed. You can see the gold is sitting behind, or the gold is sitting behind it now. And you can see, yeah, it will make sense once it's completed. If it's completed, I honestly don't know. This will be a tough one because sometimes these go for like $50 each, and having to buy 18 of them would just be very, very tough. So I think I'm gonna do as much as I can. I'm gonna complete the Magic Wildcard Tributes for sure, but it'll look really, really nice once it's completed because then you flip it over and it's all there. It's really, really nice, and the golds will look very good next to them. But then the Star Wildcards, these ones were done by Mark Knight, the new cartoonist for the Star Wildcards. I am slowly but surely falling more in love with them. I've got the Star Wild for Noah Anderson. Really, really nice looking. Pulled that. And then this page is starting to kind of fill out a little bit. We got Clayton yesterday, and so it adds to the nice look of the page. LDU as well. Very, very nice. The Dusty we pulled a while back. A bunch of really, really nice cards here. Loving the look of the Star Wild cards, especially all of them together. Really, really keen to finish this collection. And then we've also got the rookie wildcards, which have actually started to build like fairly naturally, fairly quickly. I got this Elijah not so long ago. I don't think it's been in a video just yet. These two and Will Ashcroft we pulled in a video. Very nice. And then we've also got 4 on this side. So like 9, no, we've got 8 so far. So nearly halfway through this first collection, or this rookie wildcard collection, and I barely put any effort into it. So very, very happy so far. This is really, really nice. Extremely happy with where we're at the moment in terms of all of this. But this is obviously not where we are ending it. There is still a lot more to go through. So I'll show you that very, very quickly. All right, so I'm going to go through these on the main camera because these cameras look much nicer. They make the cards look much, much better. I like to show them off at the end of videos. But I'll show you guys the prize card collection I've got because this is pretty cool. I'm seeing like most of them go for like $50. So obviously winning them and winning them for free is very, very nice. I'll try my best to get it to focus. There we go. go. And we've got Harry Sheasel to start, which is a very, very tough one. Nick Dacos, which went out very early. He got sold out very, very quickly. So nice to get him. We also had Connor Rosie. I think I picked him because he was like one of our first ones that we got in terms of team star powers. And he was winning us some prize cards pretty early on. So I picked him up. I thought it was worth it. Braden Maynard as well, just another tactical pick because I know the Collingwood ones will go pretty early. If the focus would like to focus on Braden, that'd be awesome. But after Braden, we got Petrarca. That's just a legend. I think he's gone now too. Will Ashcroft, I took him because he's a rookie, or he was a rookie and he's still fairly early in his career. Thought there's a chance that he goes pretty early. Bailey Smith, he's just another popular player. We got Mason Redman. Essendon is purely the reason because I thought Essendon would go out pretty soon. I think he's still available, so that's pretty good, I guess, for collectors. And then I'll show them both at the same time. We got both the Carlton boys, Sam Doherty and Harry Mackay. So very, very nice indeed. If, again, the camera would love to focus, that'd be awesome, but either way, you get what I'm looking for. We got Doherty and Mackay there together. So that's 10 prize cards overall. Again, I'm seeing some people sell them very regularly for 50. So like 500 bucks just in cards right there, realistically, is, and surprisingly realistically, I don't know how this is worth so much, but it's nice when you can win them for free, and people don't know about it. There's only 50 of them, 50 of each card. So like, pretty good. Very, very happy. And that's why I love doing the videos that I do in terms of Teamcoach reviews and Teamcoach previews, because those cards are up for grabs and they do have a nice little return. So if you are interested in the hobby and want to find a way to get rare cards, it's honestly one of the easiest ways to do it and having fun while doing it. You don't need to stress too much. And the good thing is, like, some of them are incredibly rare. Like this Nick Dacos is probably worth a fair bit right now. So happy days. And then we move on to the case hits. I put most of my case hits in this here album, this mini album, the pocket album. I found a use for it and I used it for my case hit cards. I do have another one I have for mascot cards, which are the ones that come in the albums, but I haven't really touched them so much. I think I've got 3 so far. Not really my focus at the moment. I'm focusing on the main collection and then maybe we'll go to the mascots. We'll see what happens. But I'll show everything in here first. I have tried to sell them as of recent, but that didn't come to fruition. And I'm kind of past the need of wanting to sell them, so it's all good. But we got Jed Bussinger. I think I'll try and focus that up. There we go. Got Jed right there. We got the Lockie Neal as well. I already used that code, so it doesn't matter. Lockie Neal as well, the trophy wildcard. That, if you guys know how it was pulled, you'll know how frustrating it was. We got the Harris Andrews, the Scanlons in there too. I think that's it for this one. Yeah, it is. But yeah, one of each case hit. So we've got the gold wildcard, the trophy wildcard, and the Scanlons. One missing, however, and that is the Neon Star Powers, which I have 2 of. We've got 2 of the Neon Star Powers. I picked up the Sydney one, Logan McDonald, because I wanted to try and get some of the double points for Goulden and for Warner. Goulden has been a lot more helpful, not as of recent, but nonetheless, he has been helpful. And Harry Sheasel, because Northy, North Melbourne, like, come on now, that one's kind of easy. This Harry Sheasel cost me a pretty penny though, but definitely worth it. Love the card. I love the neons, man. Love them with a passion. The green and the yellow, the pink, the orange, all of it. I did have to look at the colors, but all of it is very, very nice. I think it blends very well together, and a very, very good looking design, of course, from Tyson Beck, if you pay attention to that stuff. And I guess I'll point out a few of the doubles that I have. I got a fair few doubles. Again, I mentioned I purchased a few gold best and fairest that I shouldn't have. I pulled some extra ones here too. So that is, I think, what I've got for trade at the moment. For fantasy ones, I'm looking for fantasy ones at the moment. So any bit of help is always very much appreciated. But that is the massive, massive Teamcoach album update number 2. Fairly big video. This is taking a lot longer than I thought to record. It kind of shows how big my collection is getting, but definitely good fun to do every single time. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know, what is your collection looking like compared to mine? Are there cards you're looking for? Are you looking to trade? Again, everything in the description if you're looking to get in contact with me for that. So thank you very, very much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. Everything is always very, very much appreciated. Hopefully this video does well. It has in previous times. I'd imagine it's no different now. So it's exciting. I'm very keen to see how this video gets reacted to. So thank you all very, very much for tuning in. Hope to see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.